And Bob, we're doing some camera stuff. Remember, cameras always brought to you by our friends over at Renegade Truck, renegadetruck.net, and we thank you to them. We got a couple of things that might be happening of your interest this weekend, tonight at the Hotspot in Cedar Park. L.A. Lloyd, L.A. Lloyd has, I think it's been 30 years now that his Rock 30 has been on. No, it started in 1990. Was it 1998 when he started the Rock 30?
I'll go with that.
Sound good?
Until he
25 years. We'll call it 25 years. Ish.
Quarter of a decade.
L.A. Lloyd has been counting down the rock charts for near 30 years. He's put together finally his first kind of tour. He brought put some acts together. Dipping his toe right here into Texas. I think he's going to start expanding as well. It's already done very well. And tonight at the Hotspot, he'll have a show out there. Bull y Los Buffaloes, their big song, Dinero Primero, been kind of killing it on the Rock Dirty. But that show's going to be out there tonight. Then LA is going to join a lot of us. Johnny Walker, who was a long time afternoon guy here. Had a bunch of, I would say, key benchmarks as well. Mm-hmm. Every Friday would hit that 5 o'clock on Friday, play Soul Hat's Bone Crusher.
People love that Bone Crusher, man.
Sadly, he passed away a few months ago, and they're getting together. I say they are getting together because I don't want to take any credit. We have done none of the labor on this. Most of the labor.
I'm not sure
done.
Even who organized it.
Loris has done all of that.
Yeah. Johnny Walker live.
She deserves the credit here. But Loris has done all the heavy lifting. But at noon tomorrow.
That's when the doors open at Antone's.
Tomorrow would be, if you're depending on when you're listening to this or whatever, if you're a podcast or whatever, Saturday. Noon to 3. Special appearances by Soul Hat and other artists as well. It's going to be at Antone's. Oh, really? Patrice is going to be there as well?
Yep. I'm on the Antone's site. Doors are at noon. The show begins around 1 o'clock. There's a buy tickets button that will take you to the big ticketing company.
Yeah, where's the buy tickets? Is that at Antone's site?
Right there. It's already at Antones.com. AntonsNightclub.com. You can get your tickets in advance. They're $10 a piece, plus whatever service charge the big ticket company charges.
And more info always at KLBJFM.com in the calendars section, events, concerts. And, especially if you've been a long-time fan of the station and the show, there's going to be a lot of characters that have been involved with the station over the years at that. It's kind of an opportunity to vet Mr. Johnny Walker, who was a good dude, really good dude. Mm-hmm. Had been on air in a while, which is always sad because I think a lot, I was reading somewhere, I think 30% of the listenership to this station has been here for less than 5 years in the market, which is fine. I mean, not fine. It's actually fantastic. Love to have you.
Well,
but we have so many newcomers that may not remember Johnny, but he was instrumental in helping build the station.
If you're new and you want to do a little day drinking, have a little day party, it's going to be a great musical event and a great tribute to a great DJ. Where do you want your tribute to be, Matt? We should probably establish this stuff before it happens.
Right.
Like I'm dealing with, care for my parents now, and you think it's never going to happen, but it will happen. And it's best maybe if you put it down on paper where you want your tribute, where you want your memorial tribute to be.
You've sprung the question on me, and I don't know. I don't really think the decision should be mine. I think it should be up to whoever has to put this thing together. I've had to put together events. I know it could be a pain in the ass. So I almost feel like, hey, if someone's going to actually put out the effort to put it together a tribute, maybe they should be the ones that get to choose where the venue's going to be.
But what if it's not a place that you would...
I'm not around. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but then your name forever, like that's cool, like Johnny Walker, Antones, that's perfect. Perfect. The Steamboat's not around anymore, and is Black Cat still around? I know Johnny used to hang out at the Black Cat a lot.
No.
It doesn't even have to be a club. It could be
only been 25 years that the Black Cat hasn't been around, but
it could be a fast casual restaurant. It doesn't have to be a concert venue
I think
for you.
I think the chicken fingers at Shortstop are entirely underrated in this city. The Shortstop on 7th. And I wouldn't mind maybe not the drive-through that comes off of 7th, but the drive-through that comes off, Shortstop's got a double drive-through, off the whatever that back street is. In that lane, maybe that could be where
maybe just a street takeover for you, and then the fireworks spell out your initials or something in the sky. or the
You
lasers.
pose this, so it makes me feel like you have an idea. Where
I don't.
Would you,
I'm thinking about that myself, but I feel like you need to you're doing everybody a favor.
Can
when
we be
you-
honest? It's
when you-
probably going to be at Sky Hill Ranch. I feel like everything...
Star Hill Ranch.
Star Hill Ranch. I feel like every big thing that people on the west side of the city are doing
Well, I know
happens
my
at
wife
Star
can get
Hill.
a discount there,
Oh,
so
can she?
maybe she'd probably do that.
Speaking of wives, should we have a memorial for you at Kendra Scott's store?
Oh my God, he went there. He went there.
I mean, she already buried you once.
Can we just have 1 week or one day, one show where there's not some reference to some past relationship decades and decades ago? I don't think it's entertaining.
Bob, you're doing a show for the camera right now, and I love doing it, but the majority of the listeners are going to be on the microphone right now. He's literally posing. Chewy, if you could, to Bob's question, first of all, we should say this. Do you even want some kind of big to-do about your life? Or do you want to just like, hey, whatever, it was a thing that happened, nobody's going to remember it anyway, move on?
I just want two things. I'd like to be cremated and put into a few of those hot zing spices at Golden Chick.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is. You want to be put in a little Whataburger spicy ketchup
No,
thing?
it's
What
not
are you
a
talking
sauce.
about?
It's a dust that you put on top of your tenders.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to Golden Chick.
So, you dry rub on wings? You
Yeah.
want to be that?
Mm-hmm.
That's disgusting.
Is there any other appendage you would dry rub?
And then I would also
what?
like people to do something spontaneous or fun or cool to remember me by, because I'm going to die with a lot of stones unturned. You ask that girl out that you wanted to ask out, or you have that quick little donut racing thing
You're saying
in the middle of the intersection.
You're
that
saying
wanted
you
to
want
have.
your unlived life to be an inspiration to others to live their lives.
That's the way it should always be.
Okay.
So
Hey,
I would force people to do something spontaneous and fun.
I'm going to go all out. I want the Honda stage at ACL Live.
That's
Fest.
ridiculous. How can you get that?
Oh, I don't know.
you're
I
not
can
going to
ask
attract
for
that.
it.
You're not going to attract
I can
that many
ask.
people. You're not going to attract that many
I can
people.
ask for. All
You
right,
can ask
then
for it, but it's-
the other. What's the other end? The other stage.
You've also, have you ever even driven a Honda in your entire life? Why
I
would
had
Honda,
one. I had a Honda Accord. It was light blue. I have no idea what possessed me
Wow.
when I
Mr.
was young.
Fun.
I think
Mr.
it-
Fun
I
to
think
have a
it was-
4-door Honda light blue Accord.
What
I have
practical
no
moment
idea.
were you having
I
in
don't
your
know.
life?
I don't know
That
what
is
I was
such
thinking.
a move that I would
But
make.
that was a time. It was a time when you felt like you had to have a Honda because everybody was telling you, kind of like Harley Davidson, you
Good
couldn't
quality.
have a Honda. Do you not remember when you used to have
I
to
don't
be on
remember
a
that.
waiting
No,
in the
no.
80s?
Oh,
in the 80s, you used to have to be on a waiting list to get a Honda.
Can you imagine
And so
waiting
it
in
was like-
line to be not fun?
Which model?
Any model.
The Civic. I think that's.
You had to wait like 9 months to
The
get any.
Accord?
It's
And
like
then
waiting in line for a salad.
And
This
then
makes no sense.
It makes sense because Honda was doing what Harley Davidson decided to do, because I just read a book about it. Harley Davidson in the 60s or 70s decided we cannot compete with the quality and the cheapness of foreign motorcycle. We can't. The only way that we can possibly get our share of the market is by restricting supply. And Harley Davidson has, not maybe now, but it restricted supply for years and years and years to create a cult. It's called cult marketing.
I don't know why every business doesn't do that.
Yeah,
it works.
Right. It works for some. It doesn't work for every business, and sometimes it backfires.
Are you saying that for that week during the freeze when our tower froze over and we
Right.
lost signal,
We were restricting supply.
It wasn't that people couldn't listen to us and it would hurt our ratings. What we were doing is we were creating cult marketing.
Well, here's what we did. We didn't restrict supply.
We eliminated
cut off
we
supply.
eliminated
and that's
supply.
a bad thing. Having
bad.
no supply is a bad
Not
thing.
good. You want to have a little bit of supply.
So Honda was like that for a long time. They didn't have cars on the lot or anything. They'd go, well, we got something coming in. It's blue. Do you want blue? Or you can wait another 9 months.
Guys, y'all want me to
God, is there anything less fun than a blue Honda?
I know it was light blue. It was baby blue.
It's just like
It
literally
was baby
saying
blue.
that
I don't know what I was going through in my life at that time that I would do that.
If you drive a blue Accord, you're advertising to the world, I know what a Roth IRA is and what it does.
Yeah, I'm practical.
I'm never,
practical.
ever had a threesome in a hotel room.
Right. I'm going to take this straight from the dealership and go buy cases of bottled water to keep in my garage in case of
Yeah. And we need you in the
Because it's
world. I'm
practical.
not insulting you because I know there's people
I
in
didn't have
blue
it long.
Hondas right now going, "Oh God, the shame." But don't feel shame. We need to have.
I
Remember
didn't
the
even have kids, and I bought a 4-door.
Remember the ants that stored all the nuts in that story,
yeah.
and they actually protected everybody else through that winter. You're one of those.
Fast and Furious changed the Honda image,
Change the game.
right? Mm-hmm. Did it not? Do you mind if I disrupt the show and bring it to a screaming halt? And
Is it
maybe
Connor?
Maybe the end of the week.
Is it Con? No, I don't want to do Connor at the end of the week.
Okay.
Is that who it is?
Yes, it is.
God damn it.
All right. Connor.
Hey guys, so we're talking about.
It's like the gods have stepped in. The gods have stepped in and cut off his phone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
We can't.
unfortunately.
Yeah, what's going on?
All right, so y'all talking about y'all's tributes. I was saying that Matt, you should be at the Velveeta room, obviously, where they'll be playing Billy Squire the entire time. For Chewy, for his cremation, we just mixing in.
I can't hear him.
I can't hear. I don't know.
can't
It's
hear.
like, is there... What's wrong with his phone?
There's nothing wrong with it. Boost Mobile is doing the right thing, and they're actually creating a cult. They were limiting the amount of Connor that you can get.
I've
think
had
he
my
ran
fill.
out.
I've had my fill already.
I think he ran out of minutes. Oh, is he trying the marketing thing
Yeah,
where less is more?
And I know
he's restricting supply.
And I know I was the third one, and it was going to be. I was going to be the punchline of that.
Right.
It was
Right.
going to be something like,
He's slowly understanding comedy.
Chuck E. Cheese because I'm Mr. Fun or something.
He's understanding slow comedy.
I know, but it's like when you see the robots start becoming self-aware.
Oh,
you
yeah.
start to become like, whoa, he's starting to fly.
When you put down instead of having Connor come up have it say Connor GPT.
Okay,
Slowly becoming sentient he's slowly becoming a person.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'd want a big party for my. I don't know.
I don't want any.
I don't want a funeral either.
Right. I don't even know what bands would come out.
I would like
me.
I would like an outdoor burning thing though. I do like that idea of they put your body in a pyre and light you outdoors.
Like, yeah.
But I don't know. Everything that happened in Ohio,
It can go wrong. It can go bad.
You're not supposed to burn anything outside.
We need
anymore.
to do something new because we're just stacking bodies in the ground, right? How
Yeah.
long until we run out of ground?
Real estate. Yeah.
Yeah.
A body doesn't stay. It
But the coffin does, right?
Well, eventually
Does
they
that go
build
too?
a hotel over you.
Yeah.
A resort. The way Austin's growing right now.
Do we wait 100 years or 200 years until we
Nah.
build a condo over you?
5.
5 years.
5
And
years.
you're cool with that?
hey, build a condo in me.
People really like their, gravestones and stuff. They go visit it, put flowers. And
Oh, you know what? That would be kind of interesting. When I die, like take some of my body parts, like my hand, remove my hand, mummify it, whatever, hide it somewhere in the city, and then
Make
make
a contest.
clues and contests.
Game it.
And if you can find
All the parts.
all the parts and put it so there'll be 10 parts, and the 10 people that find the parts and put it together, they get to go like on a radio flyaway or
yeah,
something.
Right.
Of
Right.
course, it's radio, so the flyaway it'll be to Branson, Missouri, or something. But still,
I got the gout foot. I found the gout foot.
oh, that's the special
I
one.
found the gout
Don't
foot.
touch me
you
with
find
it.
the gout.
It's still got the slipper on it.
You find the gout foot, dude. You're in. That's the way to make it
I
happen.
found it.
there's going to be a poor family looking for a missing child, and then this isn't the foot.
Oh, this is
Friday.
isn't something
Is that
else.
what you're going to bring to the very end of the show on a Friday? Missing children?
You're right, Connor. Call back.
All right, good. Well, I'm glad that somebody even said, "Hey, yeah, I tuned into your show the other day. You guys were just talking about how death is inevitable. It's you guys, it's an interesting choice for a morning show."
No, we tell it like it is.
It's like, yeah, you want us to be less real?
We lay it out so you can play it out.
Death is inevitable. You're going to eventually die.
Yeah.
So
Our
when-
ratings will eventually die.
I don't think there's anything eventual about it. Maybe, I mean, with a solid week off of the transmitter.
Our audience has become, I feel, a lot more diverse. I wish we could take a big sample group and record it and see what they're like.
I'll
and
give
what
you a
they're-
big sample.
What they're not like.
I think from our calls, we have a very diverse group of listeners. We have some that call and say, you guys, I really appreciate that you're touching on the emotional labor that women are asked to perform. And then the next call is, I'm going to drive my F-350 through that crowd and do a burnout on their guts. And I'm like, all right, we got all this. We got the full spectrum covered here. Big tent.
Well, I think we're all a good mixture of feminists and sexists as well. We're a nice balance.
That's our secret sauce.
Yeah.
That's our special powder that we sprinkle on the fish sticks.
Absolutely.
We cover the waterfront, ladies and gentlemen.
We did the whole thing. I don't think there's anything left to say.
By the way, thanks to Renegade Truck, renegadetruck.net for covering
Thank you, boys.
our video segment. Thank you, Oliver. By the way, Oliver was nominated for a big award here in the city from the Austin Women in Media. Why are you shaking your head? You were nominated. I saw you on the nominations.
Rookie of the Year.
Did you vote for me?
Rookie of the Year.
Did you vote for me?
No, I voted for Sean.
Yeah.
What categories?
Sean's prettier, dude. I had to vote for him, man. He's all tall, handsome.
What categories are you nominated for?
I don't.
No, I voted for Lucas.
It was
just so you could start a fight. I want to start a fight in your department.
No,
I voted for
that.
Lucas.
I did it right in.
I support my boy Lucas.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
See, you guys are going to split the vote. That's the problem. That's what happened to us last year.
Yeah, we need to
Chewy
pick
and I were
one.
nominated in the same category, and we split the vote.
you each got one vote.
Yeah. All right, if you see us out and about, say hi this weekend. A lot of stuff going on in our city. The Johnny Walker thing, of course, the show we talked about, and Austin FC opening day tomorrow. If you see me at Q2, let's have a cold one and a Valentina taco.
Who are you going to Q2 Stadium with?
I don't know yet. It's between Dylan, my son, and one of my sons, and my wife. They're going to have to duke it out.
Okay, you're not going to. I was thinking maybe you could take. Maybe we might want to take somebody you work with. Like Lucas. Let Lucas wins everything. Hey, it's Mornings with Matt and Bob. We're doing some camera stuff. Remember, cameras always